What's up, guys? Welcome back to Stuff Steve Likes, and we just have a really nice day outside here. The temperature is, about 62 degrees, nice and sunny. Sitting out on the back patio here. Everything's blooming. If I can get my finger out of the way, the camera. Hanging out here with Gandalf is there. Chewie's down here, chilling out. Chewie. Chewie. Hey. What's up, buddy? How's it going, boys? How's it going, buddy? Anyway, really nice day. And just wanted to give you an update of my watch collection. I actually haven't done a collection video before. And so here we go. I'm just going to go through each one. This isn't chronological or favorites or anything like that. It's just I'm going to go through each one and tell you about them a little bit. And this is the state of my current collection. This is every piece. I actually went out to my car and I was using this one, the calculator watch at work the other day, and had it in my car, and I went and grabbed it just because I wanted to show you everything. Anyway, so here's my Orient Sea King. I have done a video on this one. Beautiful kind of aqua blue dial with the Jolly Rancher internal bezel. Just a really cool watch. Very unique. I get a lot of compliments on that one. And people have just never seen anything like it. And I know there's a bunch out there in the watch community, but it's just a very cool piece, very unique piece. Here's my kind of latest. This is my latest mechanical. This is my Glycine Combat Sub. I've done a review on this one too. Really sweet watch. Sapphire glass. This has a Sellita SW200 movement in it. Bezel action is amazing. And this is the strap. It was super squeaky when I got it, but now it's smoothed out. And it's actually made in Italy. The strap is made in Italy, and it's leather, and then it's actual carbon fiber on the top, but you can see that. And at first I didn't like the strap, but man, I love it now. I usually like NATO's, but I really like that strap now. It's super comfortable. The leather's extremely high quality. A couple people have complained about it being squeaky, and at first it is, but it kind of levels out. All right, next one. I'm going to try to do this through the viewfinder. It's kind of tricky. This is my Seiko Patty turtle, and just look at that blue dial. It's just so beautiful. Pepsi bezel. This is the Patty edition. I've got on this really nice, it's kind of an off-white and navy NATO, but it really works well with that one. Really love that watch. Here's my first mechanical watch I ever got. This is my Orient TriStar, and it's got the faceted green dial. Let me see if I can get this to focus on that dial. Anyway, so that's the faceted green dial there. Just a really beautiful dial on this. Applied markers, applied indices, nice surround on the day and the date. And this one, you know, I think I paid maybe like $65 for that watch. I mean, as far as a nice, just good quality kind of beginners or intro mechanical, or even just something that you want that has that vintage vibe, that's a great one. Here's a Craigslist find. This is the famous Vostok Amphibious Scuba Dude, and this has an upgraded stainless steel bezel on it, but really cool watch. It came on a super thick and kind of uncomfortable rubber strap, so I put this cool NATO on it. As you can tell, I really like NATO straps. They're very comfortable, but put this cool NATO on it, and it's just a really nice watch. I like that one. I think I picked it up for about $40 or $45, something like that, on Craigslist, and that was a good deal, especially with the upgraded bezel, because the bezel that comes with them are they're kind of cheap. But anyway, here's my Orient M-Force Bravo. Really great watch. I love this thing. It's got, you see the power reserve meter here. So I've done a review on this one too. absolutely adore this watch. This thing is so cool. Out of all, like, if I could only keep one of these, I don't know, this one would be in the top 3 probably. This thing's awesome. Sapphire crystal. It's one of their higher end movements. It's the same movement that comes in their saturation diver, which I think they've actually discontinued. You know, hand winding, hacking, just an awesome watch. The heaviest watch I own. This thing's over 200 grams. It's very heavy, but really, I just love that watch. And just the kind of that yellow pop on the bezel and the hands and everything. Really nice. The lume is incredible on that one too. Alright, sorry, my allergies are kind of getting to me here. This is a Vostok Amphibia Special Edition that I've got, and I absolutely love the look of this watch. It looks like a dartboard. I love the look of this watch. It reminds me of like a Doxa or something like that. But to be honest, I have to send it back. The movement stops. It'll be working fine, then all of a sudden it'll just stop, and you actually have to like tap it on the side to get it to start up, and then it'll go again and work beautifully, and then 12 hours later it'll stop again. It's just it seems at random. So there's something going on with the movement. They have reached out to me and said that they would fix it, so I just have to send it back to Russia and get it fixed. Love the NATO. I use this orange NATO on this watch, and my turtle. I love this. This is the strap that came with this. I paid $100 for this watch. The strap is worth it. Like, even if this watch, like if I throw this watch in the trash, like, I'm not saying that the strap's worth $100, but I really love this strap, and that has made it kind of worth it to me. Though the movement's a disappointment, I love the look of this watch. It's really a nice looking watch, and if the movement worked, it would be honestly one of my favorites. But that one has to get sent back, which is sad. I'll have to be without it for probably a month or two. I actually really like wearing it, get a lot of compliments on it, but I can't have a watch that stops. So, okay. Next watch. This is a throwback to my childhood. This is the Back to the Future watch, as I like to call it. This is the Casio's CA53W, very similar to the one that Marty McFly wore in Back to the Future, and I just love that watch. I actually use it at work. I calculate tax, calculate coupon discounts and stuff, and customers just freak out. They're like, "Oh man, I remember that watch from way back when I was a kid, and I wanted one so badly, excuse me, I'll use proper English." Anyway, just a really fun watch, and for like $20, there's even I've seen them on sale at Walmart on clearance for like $15 or so. Great watch. All right, getting into my G-Shocks here, and this is my G-Shock that I just picked up, and we got a model number here for you. This is the GDX 6900 HT. This is the Heather series. It's the heathered look, so you can see it kind of looks almost like denim. And check it out, even on the dial, it kind of looks like denim. I picked this up off of Let Go for $20. These are like $150 at a retail store. On Amazon, you might be able to get them for a little bit less than that, but this thing is super clean. I mean, the only thing I saw on this one when I bought it was it has there's a little tiny rust spot right there on the strap, but other than that, I could probably actually clean that off. But really cool watch, nice big G-Shock. The backlight on this thing is incredible. It has the auto light feature where you tip it up and it'll turn the light on automatically for you. Like if you're working somewhere where it's pretty dark and you can't reach down and hit the button, that auto light feature is really cool. It's got a 10-year battery in it. It's actually a CR2032 battery. Anyway, just a really, really cool watch. I mean, 20 bucks, come on. Okay, on to the next one. This one I got today. Pawn shop find, 20 bucks. With the tin and the manual. This is, I'll show you the model number here. See if that'll focus there. It's the GLS 5600L. And this is one of the Casio squares that has, I forget what they call it. It is a low temp LCD. Here, let's see if I can show it to you. Yeah, it says low temp LCD. So LCDs get really sluggish, and they don't work very well in low temperatures. Of course, I live in Texas, so that's kind of hilarious, but not really probably going to take advantage of that. But it does have that feature. It has the auto light feature, and I did look at another Casio square at another shop, but it didn't have this white surround on it. I don't know what you want to call it. It was just all black, and it looked pretty cool, but this one here just does it for me. It's got the all black and then the white. And the other thing cool about this one too is it's just a kind of like I guess they call it like a Zulu strap is what you'd call that. And you can see it says G-Lide, shock resist, all that. Yeah, I don't know. This one just really does it for me with that white surround on it here. And yeah, 20 bucks, $20 find at a pawn shop. They'd had it sitting there for like 6 months, and I was happy to pick it up. Alright, next G-Shocks. This is my third G-Shock. And this is actually the first G-Shock that I bought. And I'll show you the number on this. Is a DW 9052 GBX. So this is the black and gold series. And I picked this up, I guess, back maybe in December. And I've been wearing it kind of as my beater watch when I'm working on the car or when I'm doing woodwork or anything like that. But honestly, it's one of the lowest cost G-Shocks that you can get. But I love the looks of this G-Shock. I actually was at a store and I was ready to buy pretty much any G-Shock that they had. And I just loved this one. They had the one with the red writing on it, and I just didn't care for that one. I really like this one with the gold, and there's something about these buttons too. These are really nice buttons to push. Like, they have a very good tactile feel to them. And the other thing I like about this one is if you take the straps off, it actually has these little guards here, and you can stick a NATO strap through these, and without any kind of adapter, you can actually put a NATO on this, or a Zulu, or any type of strap. It doesn't look, it doesn't look factory, obviously, but that's kind of a cool feature of that one too. But I mean, actually, out of all the G-Shocks that I've seen, this one just kind of does it for me, and I don't know why that is. I guess it just looks real tough and rugged and everything. But and you can get these for 40, 50 bucks. They're not brand new. They're not that expensive, but really great watch. And anyway, that's a cool one too. This one here is the last one. I'm actually surprised I haven't done a video on this one. This is my first decent watch. This is a Citizen Eco Drive, and this is basically kind of their aviator style watch. Chronograph and applied indices. Like this dial really has some great, of course the sun's going behind the clouds now, so you can't really see it, but this has a really nice pop to this dial. And of course it's the Eco Drive. It's a quartz watch, which I typically only like quartz in like a G-Shock, like a digital watch. But it's not a bad idea to have a quartz. There's the sun. But this just really has a nice pop to it on that dial, and you can see how the little sub dials are sunken into the dial. Just a nice kind of busy aviator type dial. And this has an internal slide rule, that white band around the edge, that is a slide rule. You can, I guess pilots can use it to calculate fuel economy and all that kind of stuff. This is also a perpetual calendar, which is really nice. So a very cool watch. This is just a great, not beater watch, but just a good kind of everyday watch. Screw down case back. It came on a strap, or excuse me, a bracelet, but since it's PVD coated, the coating started coming off and it just looked kind of ugly. The bracelet is super comfortable, but it just drove me crazy that you could see the metal through it, you know, instead of the all nice kind of satin black. So I put it on this black and gray NATO, and I think it looks nice on the NATO strap, especially since the NATO has black hardware on it. But anyway, those are my watches. I've never done a collection video, and not that this is anything special. I mean, this is a very modest collection for a modest, you know, modest guy, so I don't really have anything here too fancy, but these are all watches that I have hand-picked. It's not anything that I was gifted or anything like this. These are all watches that I picked out myself, and I really like them, and I just like the variety. I think there's a really good variety. I respect people that collect, you know, like they collect Seiko dive watches, or they collect G-Shocks, or they collect, you know, Vostoks or something like that, and that's great. But I'm the kind of person that likes to have a little bit of variety here and there, and I just feel like this is a decent collection for somebody that's only been into watches for a couple of years. And I've you know, sold a few off and so forth, but these ones here will probably stay. We'll just kind of have to see. But anyway, that's my watch collection, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.